Hi everyone, this is Andrea from Telegraphy and Tarot. Thanks for coming to my channel. So today I'm going to do a pick a card read, whatever spirit wants to bring up. But I will say, while I was meditating on some of the energy, I'm singing a very old song called You Can Do Magic by America. So I'm going to put that link in the description box. Very interesting. So we have two piles. Pile one, okay, will be the silver spoon. And then we have pile two, which is an acorn spoon. So whichever, you can listen to both piles. You can pick a pile, whichever you were drawn to see what message spirit wants to mention today. Okay, I'll see you at your pile. Hi, pile one. You picked this crystal silver spoon for your reading today. And your cards were financial security. I hope you can see this. I'm going to just move it up. Financial security, awesome start, and karma. You may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. This is very beautiful, okay? It's already starting very, very strong, okay, to have that come up. So we're going to see what cards come up. We're going to do overall energy with some tarot and some oracle cards. And let's see what we're talking about. Financial security. Awesome. Okay, Spirit, what is the overall energy for pile one, the mood, right now for my viewers on YouTube? Thank you. You are deserving. Oh my God, guys. This is going to be like an epic read. Someone is very deserving of some financial security, okay? And karma is coming back to you. We could stop the reading right now. How awesome is that? Okay. Anything more, Spirit? Acceptance. Oh my God. Acceptance. Okay. Wow. Fabulous. Okay. Let's pull some oracle cards. Okay, Spirit, this is for pile one. And a silver spoon pile. What message do they need to know about their financial security and karmic justice? Wow. Okay, so Spirit just showed me that what I'm hearing is that there'll be time to celebrate. There'll be something to celebrate about, some event, some big event. Yeah, something to celebrate. I don't know. There's just something that they said. We have renewal and spark. Maybe this is going to be having you, renewed, where you can celebrate. Okay, a renewed spark. Yes, because maybe either right now or in the past that someone was feeling a lack and there were some doubts. Could this be your financial security? If you were worried about this, Spirit is assuring you that there will be reasons to celebrate. Okay, that will probably be good news that's coming to you, something that's going to renew you and bring a spark back to you that you're deserving. Okay, higher self-activation. It's going to be bringing you rewards, even spiritually. Okay. There's some regret or repression. Wonder what that is. Okay, let's keep going. There was some facade and beliefs. Okay, so somebody, well, we'll get into it. Release and surrender the regrets, the repression, facade, and beliefs. To purge, release, and surrender. Okay, there might have been something that you believed about that. Maybe, this could be anything, but someone saying, oh, maybe I'd stay in my job for so long and eventually I'll get a salary acknowledgement, or I'll get a promotion. That could be something that we're talking about here. It could be someone saying that they were misinterpreted. They have regrets for believing in that. It's very possible. It could be anything, but we're going to keep going. Repression, regret, maybe uh, not believing in yourself that you can do something else, but now it's time to accept that you are deserving, okay? Self-care and energy. This is really beautiful. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's pull some tarot. We're going to leave this here, self-care. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Tell us a little bit what's going on for pile 1. Judgment. 5 of Wands. Okay, I'm wondering if this is a lawsuit, some sort of judgment. I mean, judgment can mean many things, but because we're talking about the 5 of Wands and financial security, judgment could mean, winning a lawsuit in court, acceptance maybe. Okay, let's just do a little more. If not, very, very deserving. You're very deserving of karma. Judgment could mean karmic, we're also talking about karma. So if there was some conflict in the past that you've had in your financial security, for whatever reason, it could be, someone going through divorce, someone losing a job, anything of that could cause you financial insecurity or wanting to do more. Spirit saying that there was like some sort of conflict here with whether this is internal conflict or something happened. We're going to go a little more with judgment. Okay, let's go a little more. Okay, Spirit, tell me a little more. Whoa. Yes, the 5 of Swords. Someone felt defeated and was deciding to walk away. Okay. And they decided whatever happened had made them, it allowed them to search themselves. So if this is you, that something happened in the past, could be recent past or coming up, this person's like sitting in the dark, but this lantern is illuminating. Okay, it's you discovering what you want, especially when there's judgment here. This is having a spiritual awakening. Someone realizing what they want to do for a life purpose or for your job, or maybe there's something here that you realized, someone felt defeated here, okay, and was walking away, or they're walking away from something. I love this card. Okay, let's go a little more and try and find out what's happening. Yes, somebody's moving forward. This is the Chariot. This is getting in a hot air balloon and traveling. This is someone having a goal or a destiny that they have. Okay, sorry everyone. I was getting a little cold. So, the Chariot. The Chariot is moving forward with a dream. It's destiny. It's victory and success in some financial goal that you have, or career, or something that you want. Yes, you're promised the sun. And there was the 9 of Swords that I just saw, which is someone was worrying about their financial security. Somebody was worrying about this. But there is the sun here. So there is something that's going to be very good news that comes your way that's going to bring you success. And if this is about money and you were wondering about money here, this is very promising. The 8 of Swords. It might have been in your mind. This could have been a fear to make a move. Maybe you had a lot of thoughts in your mind. Eight of Swords could be fear or anxiety. It could be, all these thoughts that like you're your worst critic. Saying, oh, I don't know what this could be. It could be many things. We're just going to go a little more. It's just like the doubts. If you were having doubts, the King of Cups, being very devoted, loyal, emotional. This is someone who's wears their heart on their sleeve. They're a very kind person. Um, let's see. Someone who accepts you for who you are. It's like you've been blessed. This could even be a love person. Someone who comes to you. It could be your person. Okay. Somebody getting accepted for something that somebody was worried about, but now there's all sun around this. There's all light around this. There's good news. There's great information, great energy around this with the sun. Maybe somebody was worrying about it, but they got the good news, okay? That somebody's very deserving of this. This could be your person, or how emotional you'll feel about some acceptance. This could be getting a new job or the promotion finally. Maybe somebody's planning on moving, okay? This is the Six of Swords. So someone could be leaving, going somewhere, traveling overseas, or just going somewhere that's very peaceful. When things get too hectic, whether it's stress or an argument or disagreement, sometimes this card could represent someone leaving and like mentally checking out or physically going somewhere. Okay, it could mean someone physically leaving, could be your partner physically leaving, getting accepted into something. Nine of Cups is getting a wish fulfillment. So maybe your person or you got some very good news here that you wanted, okay, and you were worried about this. Now, like I'm looking back at this now, like someone might have had some conflict about it. Whether this is internal conflict, they were wondering, can I do this? Will I do this? Should I do this? Am I going to get accepted? Am I going to do good? The answer is yes. Okay. Actually, it's very well high energy here that maybe you were very well liked too. Okay. But I'm seeing it was a lot of soul searching and deciding what you want to do here. Okay, now this could have brought a new renewed spark to someone, bringing a balance in some way. Whether at first there was like some inconsistency or some conflict, but now it looks like things are balancing out. And if this is your finances, this good news could bring you, could balance whatever situation you were having. Um, it could also mean generosity, okay? Somebody being able to give to others, okay, with the Six of Pentacles, but it's also giving and taking. Yes, Nine of Pentacles is where someone could be independent. They could stand on their own now. They're working on their finances. They're like to live luxuriously. They're making enough money to do that. And so this person's working on their finances, okay? And other things like where they could stand alone and independent. This could have been good news that came your way that created a renewal or a spark in you, okay? Maybe you were accepted into a program that you wanted. Maybe you were doubting it because there were doubts that you thought there was some lack here. However, this was communication, fast action that comes in, that's going to show you some independence. It could have to do with work or something that you're going to focus on, working on some skills or mastering a craft, okay? So this could have to do with work. What is the challenge for pile one? Wow, the Empress. Okay, so the challenge is abundance here, okay? But this also could stand for a mother. This could be a partner of yours. This is someone who has they're very grounded and abundant. very confident, okay? And this is in the challenge position here, that there's some self-care and energy needed here. Someone is going on a new adventure. They're taking a new path. They're going on, starting some new adventures or new avenues here. They're trying something new, new beginnings, okay? They're taking it and going with it with confidence. Taking risks and chances in something new that's going to bring you abundance. Trusting your intuition, maybe going into the unknown. However, you're going straight ahead and with some confidence here, okay? And maybe Spirit's just saying you are deserving of this and that you are being accepted. So it's time to maybe think, maybe it's the challenge position because you have doubts about the unknown, okay? Or you could have doubts about this new adventure that you're going to do here. However, what I'm seeing is that you're a master at your craft. Again, with this magician, you are someone who has all the resources available to you. This is like someone who manifests things, someone who's very, a magician, someone who's very creative and can figure things out. They have all the resources that they need on the table here, that if they're worried about this program that they're being accepted in or something to that effect, that they have the ability to gather the resources, to gather the knowledge. Okay, this is someone who's very knowledgeable. I think you're going to be very happy and successful here. This is the Ace of Cups, having like self-love here, because it's saying self-care and energy, putting a lot of focus into your energy, and also some new love here. There might have been some new love who came into your life, and now if you're going somewhere, this may be a little issue. It may be an issue here. It's good that you're going to express your emotions with this Knight of Cups. It's very romantic. There's someone expressing their emotions, a gesture, a loving gesture here. Okay, so I'm seeing this Queen of Pentacles. This is going to bring you security and stability. This person is very independent, okay? They are very wealthy, and that could mean in many ways financially, because we are talking about finances, but also emotional. Like you feeling strong, confident emotionally, okay? And if it's not you, it's someone that we're like this other person here that's very strong and confident, okay? And this is going to bring a lot of stability here. Yes, the King of Swords could be, this is a boss. This is someone who's an authority. This is someone who's very strong. This could be a business entrepreneur, maybe someone starting a new business, or, someone, becoming someone in authority here. That's going to bring them stability. Knowledgeable, very knowledgeable. I'm hearing like very smart, making decisions. It's like a big boss here, okay? This person's going to become very honorable. There is some heartbreak here, or maybe some worry. Maybe there's going to be a separation in the process of this promotion or this moving. It looked like somebody was traveling, okay? Someone could be worried about that, and that's what the doubts could be. But the Page of Pentacles is an offer. Someone's going to present an offer, whether this is a job offer or some offer that comes, job opportunities. This is going to bring so many new beginnings here and opportunities. The Wheel of Fortune is a change. This is beautiful. This is destiny. It's like someone's destiny is coming. This could be karmic justice, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is bringing luck and fortune into your favor here, okay? Unfortunately, it looks like you may have to leave something or someone, okay, in the meantime to do this higher activation. You may have to take a trip somewhere. This could be leaving overseas, going somewhere for a while, temporarily, while you work on yourself, okay? While it's saying you're deserving, it's renewing a spark in you. But however, this might be like bittersweet. Yes, because there's lovers here. You may have to leave a lover behind while you're working on this leveling up situation. Okay, this is probably what the issue is. It could be you're in love with someone, and this is what the challenge is. You love this person, it's a new love. However, you're working on something of security, you're working on stability, you're working on something that's going to bring you this fortune, okay, this financial security. It's amazing. Yes, it's going to bring you the utmost happiness with the Ten of Cups. Okay, these are really beautiful cards. And the Three of Pentacles, I believe, is like someone, um, working together. It's like working together as a team. It's mastering a craft. You're going to be working hard. Okay. And I believe that someone feels like they're going to be leaving someone behind. Again, this is like surrendering and releasing. Hoping that you don't have any regrets here. All right, that's what I'm seeing. So somebody knew that this was coming up here because we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Again, this is somebody walking away or leaving a situation. Okay. However, it doesn't seem like it's a permanent leave. It just seems like it's going to take some time. This is like waiting for the right time. You know that this is happening. This was something that you invested in, okay? And this is what's going to happen, that you're going to be walking away or leaving someone or something uh, currently, okay? That's what I think. And it could be someone that you're in love with. It could be your person. All right, you might have to temporarily leave your person. And I do believe that this is like for a happy thing. This is for happy times, a happy future. Okay, yes, the world. This could be someone traveling the world. This could be for luck and for wish fulfillments. Okay, the world is blessings from the universe. This could be someone traveling. This is again could be karmic cycles. This is really beautiful. The Ace of Swords is going to bring you truth and clarity and victory and success, some creative um, adventure, some new beginning here, okay? Quite beautiful. That's too many. But I do believe what this is saying here, the Page of Swords, this is about someone studying. Maybe somebody's going to school. Maybe they're joining a program, okay? Because we have the Page of Swords. You could be going to school. This is a scholar. This is someone learning, someone, speaking the truth. All right. We have the Seven of Wands, someone who's standing tall. They're, have a wall of protection. They're going to stand their ground about something. And the Two of Pentacles is finding a balance between the two. Okay. Finding a balance, standing your ground. And the Hierophant is a commitment, some commitment here. Whether this is a commitment in love or commitment to whatever this scholar thing is that you're going to do, it's forming a commitment, but there'll be a balance here to stand your ground, okay? Yes, and you could be holding back a little bit with this Four of Pentacles, knowing that this is coming up. This is kind of like bittersweet kind of information, bittersweet. Um, it's putting a block. Maybe, it's a difficult decision here with the Four of Pentacles. It's feeling a lack somewhere, um, holding back, making a decision or a commitment here. Okay, and we have the Moon. This is unknown. This could be of the unknown. You could be unsure of the unknown. You're going to stand your ground. I think there'll be victory and success here. This is, if you're worried about your person, I think your person's going to wait for you, okay? They're going to hold on and wait for you. That's what this Four of Pentacles is. They are committed to you, okay? And whether this is unknown, and the only way to prove it is just to see how it goes, okay? But this is peace and harmony. This is like a wedding ceremony, okay? So if you were planning on getting married or living together, that is definitely an option, okay? Starting new beginnings together, this renewal and spark. So that's what I see, pile one. Yes, the Emperor. This is someone who's very loyal. This is the Empress's equivalent. Okay, this is someone who's very knowledgeable, someone who's wise. This could be a father figure, someone who's loyal and devoted. Okay, this is someone who's very experienced. So whoever's going away for whatever study that they're doing, they're going to come back this wise, loyal person here. Okay, and probably get married. Yeah. There's worry about this. There's a lot of worry, but I think this is a beautiful, beautiful. It's like someone is hiring themselves. They're activating their higher self. Yeah. Okay. And they're worried about ending. They're worried about this ending, but it's not really an ending. It's just a so long for now. It's not a goodbye, is what I'm feeling. Okay. This is bringing birth. It's like, the renewal here and the spark. Yeah, it's a tower. Somebody wasn't expecting, this fell right on the new love, weren't expecting to fall in love, okay? Weren't expecting to feel this way. It's very shocking. And I'm going to tell you now, it's only temporary, this break between you, okay? So if that's what you were worried about, this is going to bring financial security, and you're very deserving, whoever is watching this message. Yeah. These are beautiful. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups. This is a couple who are in love, and this king is doing everything that they can they're taking an action. They're going on an adventure. They are making things happen here. They're very confident and following a passion that they have with confidence and becoming an amazing leader. Okay. And this person is in love with this person. Okay. So this Queen of Cups, it is saying that she's there. Okay, they are there for you on this journey. And I'm noticing in the back, and I don't know if anyone notices this sailboat here, which is giving me chills right now. This little sailboat is, this person's going to be here. All right, and not to worry that you're on some journey here, and this little sailboat is amazing. There is love here, and yeah, and I think that's very, very, it's just amazing. So I think the overall gist of this is that if somebody was worried that they had to go on a journey because they're going to college, they're going to school, they're joining a program, or the Navy per se, what Spirit's saying is that this person is going to stay around. Okay, this person's not leaving. There is love here, and while you're on this journey, they're going to hold a candle for you. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing. It's actually really beautiful. I do think there's some like commitment here in the future. There's some commitment that someone's working on their financial security, and then this is going to open a whole thing of love here. Like could be marriage. It could be, you're meeting your person, and finally when this person returns, getting married possibly. Okay. All right. So anything more that you want to add, Spirit? Hangman. So there's a delay. There's going to be a delay in the plan. Okay. So someone's plan is going to be delayed, where they're going to be poised. They'll wait. This is someone who has time to think. So this is a really good card to end with here. I think everything's going to be okay. Seeing something from a new perspective. If you look at the Hangman, it's very, they're in the light. Okay, this is a light that's illuminating them, and he looks very comfortable. Actually, the top hat is still on in this Hangman, which means there's time to think. There's time to really see how one's feeling, okay, and to see things from a new perspective. It's very beautiful, this reading, okay? So the first card I'm going to read for you is Financial Security from the book. And it says, you're about to experience great rewards or success concerning financial security. This card can indicate a sudden blessing or the feeling of finally advancing in your career. Complete success in a financial partnership lies ahead. You will be lucky in your investments and won't have to worry about your lifestyle. This doesn't mean you can be reckless with your spending, but it's time to treat yourself a little. There are 4 moons on this card, indicating the results you seek are not instantaneous, but your deliberate, calculated risks will turn out favorable, as 4 is the number of stability. That is a great, great, great card. Okay, and I'm going to read Karma. This card is Karma. You may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. So I'll read this for you. Number 65. So it says, so you know that saying, what goes around comes around? This is how karma works. Karma is simply a philosophy based on the idea that what you give, you get. What you put out into the universe comes back to you. If you are in a situation that requires justice or fairness, this card has come to you today to remind you that this balance is already taken care of. There is no need to try to prove someone wrong or to take matters into your own hands, because we're all creating our own karma. If a person is doing something that is unfair or is hurting someone else, they will eventually have this energy returned to them tenfold. This card could also be a reminder to be mindful of what you are sending out into the universe. If you feel like you have bad karma with someone around you, use this time as an opportunity to clear the energy between you and the other person. Ask for guidance to understand your role or soul lesson in this situation. And as you shift the energy, you are investing in those upsetting circumstances. You might be surprised to find that the situation resolves itself. Remember that we reap what we sow. So make sure to sow what you want to reap. Okay, pile 1. That is a great reading. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. I'm trying to grow it, and it's just so rewarding, okay, to give to others. So it would be very helpful if you like and subscribe. Thanks again, and I'll see you again. Until next time. Hi, Pile 2. If you picked this acorn spoon, this is your reading. I'll leave it here. Your card is Rebirth. And I'll read this to you at the end to see how it pertains to your reading. And your other card is the Magic Touch. You are accessing true magic from deep within. Now, we have a theme going on here. Magic, okay? I was singing a song, very, very old song, about You Are Magic. Is that what it was called? You Can Do Magic, by America. All right. I had to look it up because I heard the song, but I didn't know it. And now this is coming here. You are assessing true magic from deep within. So there is a magic touch message. Okay. We'll read that at the end to see how it pertains to your reading. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull an overall energy for pile 2 of the mood. Okay. Let's see how we're doing here. So if you clicked on this pile, This is your message. Okay, this is for pile 2, Spirit. What do they need to know? Oh, thank you. Change. Okay. There's change coming. Let's keep going. This is for pile 2, Spirit. What message do they need to know about rebirth and the magic touch? Wow. Okay, so you have acceptance. This card came out and also in pile 1. Slow down. Beautiful. And at peace. Great, great card. At peace. Love it. So on the bottom of the deck is fed up. So maybe somebody's, I don't know, someone could be fed up with the way things are now, but Spirit's saying that there's going to be a change, okay? There's going to be a change here. So let's see what we're talking about. We're going to pull some of these. Okay, Spirit, what is the overall energy? This is what else do they need to know? This is for pile 2 about rebirth. I smudged my nail. It looks horrible. Oh well. Don't look at my nail. It's all smudged now. Oh well. All right. Anyway. Okay, Spirit. So someone feels, wow, this card came out again. There's some closed off guarded resistance, facade, and beliefs. Okay, now the good thing is this is going to be a change from this, and this is what we would want. Okay. Integration union. Comfort zone, south node clinging. Someone could be holding on to something that they used to, feeling comfortable in, and need a change here. Regret and repression. This card also came out in pile 1. You might want to connect with pile 1. Watch that one. Okay, these are beautiful. Somebody needs to release, surrender, and purge. Okay. There's some regret here, repression, not feeling enough, okay, and someone being accepted, okay? And there's seeds, spring, and Pluto transformation. That's what this changes. Someone who may have some regrets, some uncertainties, having some beliefs that aren't, they're a facade. Maybe these beliefs, obviously, these beliefs are not. It's a facade. It's not true. Okay. Closed off, guarded resistance. There's going to be a change with all of this, and there's rebirth. So somebody's going to change this idea, okay, and be at peace. I just think they're saying this is someone's in conflict. There's some disharmony here. There's some triggers, okay? So there's something happening that someone is feeling, it's saying to slow down. Maybe I'm actually sensing that somebody could be having a lot of worries at currently right now. What does this say? You are assessing true magic from deep within. This is beautiful. Someone just could be very unsure. They're saying there's a lot of things going on in your minds. Okay. It just seems like all of these emotions, and because of a change that's coming, there's some acceptance here. Okay. Forming a union, feeling comfortable. Someone may have, regrets, or, they have to release and surrender, purging these thoughts maybe that are, that could be upsetting you a little bit, or have your mind going in different directions. Okay. So Spirit's saying to slow down in some way, because all these are like triggers. Okay. And maybe, if you take a walk in nature, you know, there's something that you can do that to help you slow down, okay? Whether it's taking a rest, taking a nap, just trying to slow down the thoughts in some way, okay? Even if you talk to someone. Let's just see if we can find a little more what's going on here. Okay, so we have Ace, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. Nurture and compassion. Somebody needs to work on their self right now, okay? And see how they're feeling inside. And just to, so you know that you're having assistance from your spirit guides that are helping you, okay? They're going to be helping you so you're at peace. So that's your angels, that's God, that's who you believe in here, your higher power, your spirit, your ancestors and spirit. It could be just letting you know that they're going to help you nurture, okay, and nurture these thoughts that are in your mind, and to help you slow down, okay? That's what I'm saying. So you could release them. So you could release and purge these, okay? Okay, Spirit. This is for pile 2. Okay, we have the Lovers. This could be the love of something, the love of someone. We're going to need a little more here. It could be a relationship or something you love for a job, love for yourself. Could be many things. Or a love for a person. The Six of Cups. This is having memories and nostalgia. This is having, memories of the past. There might have been a facade belief, someone's closed off, guarded, resistance. There's some change coming. Maybe this is talking about someone in the past, a lover, from the past would be guarded. They would be closed off. All right. But so when someone's having integration and union, that's not necessarily true. This is comfort zone. Okay. So I don't see that. And that's what this changes. Maybe this, there's someone in your life who's different than this belief that you thought would be. Okay. The Four of Swords has to do with taking a break, taking a rest, taking a spa day, recuperating. Okay. It seems like someone needs to slow down and recuperate from something. Okay. I just think it's the thoughts. Wow. Okay. All my cards are flipped. So hold on one second. Sorry about that. I don't even know how that happened. Oh, it was just this one. Sorry. Okay, Spirit. We're going to start again because all my cards were... Okay, Spirit, this is for pile 2. What do we need to know? The Two of Wands is having a choice, having a decision. Okay. Moving forward, so going somewhere, making this decision, something that is goal, your destiny. This is victory and success for a goal that you have in mind here. Usually it could be where something was like, if you had all this worry about from your head and your heart, if they were like battling it out, like what your head wants, what your heart wants. Sometimes it could just be that, regardless of whatever obstacles or challenges arise, if there's a storm here at night in your hot air balloon, it's you'll get to the destination, you'll get to the goal. Okay. There will be a goal here. You will make a choice, and you're destined for this decision. You're destined for this choice, and there will be victory and success no matter what obstacles come up, what nervousness or anything that comes into your mind here that may be challenging. Okay, whatever challenge. The Knight of Swords is someone who goes full speed ahead. This is with determination. Someone speaks the truth here, and they're going to go full speed ahead here to their destination. There's some communication that's coming in or that's received here with the Knight of Swords, okay? Someone could be very confrontational or just heading for something with determination. There is some goal or destiny that they're trying to get to, whether this is you trying to get to your destination, all right? I don't know if you're wondering if you would have regrets in any way, but you're going to accept all of these, okay? These are just thoughts that are going on. That's why Spirit's telling you to slow down a little bit, okay? Because this Knight of Swords is moving very, very fast toward their goal, okay? So Spirit's saying slow down. You don't have to go that fast, okay? Because it could be causing a conflict. Could be causing some triggers. Um, you're planting the seeds, and seeds take time to grow, okay? That's what I just heard. So you don't have to feel like you have to move so fast, okay? You want to make sure the seeds are planted, to slow down. The plant receive the nourishment that it needs, okay? The sun, the water, whatever vitamins you're giving it, it will take time to grow. And when it grows, it's going to be even stronger and more beautiful, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Yes, the Nine of Pentacles is somebody's working on their security and their stability. Could be financial. This could be someone who likes to live luxuriously and independently on their own, having the money to do it. Okay, and this even could be, if it's not just about money, it could just be emotionally how you feel. Okay, standing on your own here. We have the Queen of Cups, who is someone who knows how to do self-love. This is someone who's very generous and kind and loving, someone who's in love or just a very generous person, okay? And again, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy, an earth sign. Doesn't have to be. Tell me about this person. Why is this person here? Someone that has a lot of strength and truth. Okay, so maybe we're talking about a person here. So this is coming up in like a challenge position. This is someone who's very loving. This is someone who's just very independent and someone who's a very loving person and kind and generous. And what Spirit's saying here is there must be a challenge here in some way that I'm trying to understand what this is saying. Someone is making a change, okay? There's some change here. And what they believed in the past about how a relationship would be is very different. And maybe they're trying to rush everything, or they're trying to move things ahead very quickly and fast, or things are moving fast. Um, that all these changes are going to be moving fast here, but it's causing an imbalance because maybe they're rushing everything, and Spirit saying to slow down. You may want to slow down so the seeds can grow fully, okay, and thick. Sometimes, what tree is that? It's like a little yucca plant that will grow very thin. And it will go, it keep growing. The stalk will be very thin instead of thick. So it's saying if it gets enough sun, if you don't water it as much, and if you just treat it, with love and care, it'll eventually the stem. I think that's what I meant to say. Or the stalk. The stem will get nice and thick, and then the plant will have more of a sturdy stability, to hold the plant as it gets taller. Okay, that's what it just showed me, this yucca plant. And that's what I think it's saying, that there is someone here who's very loving, okay, and it's like a beautiful person here, and they're very capable of being independent. And there's a lot of strength here with the truth, with something creative. This is victory and success here with something creative with this person, with some truth here. They're very strong, okay? Ten of Pentacles is security and stability. This is family, happy family. I think that whatever this change is, someone met someone very valuable, okay? And they could be, worried about the growth of the relationship. That's what it could be. And Spirit's letting you know to slow down, so that the seed can grow, okay? It can transform. It's growing, and it can transform into something to nurture, okay? Yeah, the Two of Swords, there could have been a block. There could be something that's a difficult decision that arises. Maybe it's something that's unseen, you're not aware of, or something you don't see, okay? Someone's very compassionate. There's a temporary separation. There might be a separation coming up. This one's someone who needs to rest or take a break. Sometimes this is recuperating. When Spirit says to nurture yourself, okay, someone needs to take a rest. Someone needs to, this person's throwing the sword down and they're sleeping, okay? So whether you need to sleep, you need to sleep on it, you need to rest. This is a temporary separation. Maybe someone needs to do that for this nurturing, okay? The Page of Wands is somebody who's like leveling up. This is a message of passion, or someone's trying to level up in some way. Okay, to me, this is someone who goes off to school or leaves somewhere to improve their life, whether it's a new job. Sometimes they get certified, or they're doing something here to grow. Okay, for themselves, and this could be what the break is, okay? Temporary break. That's a difficult decision, but it's to help someone level up. It's to help someone make this change, okay? Yes. For this Ace of Wands, this is like new beginnings. It could be many, many new beginnings. This could be a new birth, a new relationship, a new job, a new career, a new place, anything. It could be something that causes a lot of passion in someone. Okay, it opens passion. It's someone's passion, and it's successful. Okay, new beginnings, something that you're passionate about. Yes, and there's loves. There's a lot. I can't believe all these aces. Okay. There are 3 aces here already on this read. Ace of Cups is love of self or new love that's coming in. This is very successful in love. And Spirit is just saying here, all this nurturing, all of this is going to be taken care of. Okay, Spirit is assisting in all of this, nurturing this. Whether there are difficult decisions along the way in this relationship, that things are going to work out here. There's some sort of offering that comes. There's some sort of job opportunity, or something new that comes along here. Okay, somebody's offering some opportunity here. Yes, the Ten of Swords. Now, I don't know. This just flipped over here. I don't know if anyone saw it, but it's the ending. So the change is the end of the old worries, the end of the old thoughts. Rebirth means there's an ending to be reborn. There's an ending that comes to start anew. So this could be all of these disharmony, this facade, and these old beliefs that you had that someone felt closed off. Someone's integrating with someone's having a union with someone, that they're accepted, okay, for who they are and what they're doing. And there's a goal here that they're going toward, and whether it's happening very quickly, this is the old, it's over. This, whatever this was, is going to be done, okay? So it's an ending of something, okay? And Spirit's assisting with that, because the world is here. They have to end something to bring blessings, okay? There is blessings from the universe. This is travel. Somebody may be traveling the world. Someone may be receiving blessings, okay, from the universe, and spirit saying that they're assisting you. Your spirit guides are assisting you with this world, okay? They're giving you blessings. They're giving you gifts, okay? This is success here, and feeling successful and complete, okay? But I do see that somebody's walking away from something or someone, and that's what probably why it's so difficult, okay? I feel like someone's going to wait for the other. Yes, someone's very patient. This is, healing, patience, kindness, balance. Someone's going to bring a balance here. Okay. I think, this is going to bring a balance here. Um, Someone has a lot of worry and anxiety about this. Maybe they're losing sleep because they have to release these worries. Okay. Also, temperance, if you notice, temperance and angel, okay, again, spirit said that they're assisting in this situation. So if somebody's worried for someone or sad, they're going to assist during this, okay, that there's spirit helping. Okay, we have devil at the bottom of the deck. So something could be like, um, you know, the devil could mean many things, but um, this either a bad experience or just bad timing, or it could just be, someone who overindulges in something. Um, I'm not sure why he's at the bottom here. Okay, let's just see if we could get a little more, finding out what spirit is helping you with. That could have been something toxic. Yeah, there's deception here. I think the deception is the change. Something needs to be released here. Maybe someone's worried about the other. Okay? They have to surrender the fears. This usually is like deception, but it also could be someone's fear. Yes. The magician is someone who's in control. Sometimes this just person could just be worried for the other because they can't do it for them. This person has to do this on their own. They're in control. And so you have to trust that you could release this. They're going to surrender and purge. You can't go with them. You have to be there in support. Okay. And that's what I think is happening here. Because this person is going to be in control here. Yes. King of Cups has to do with love, has to do with someone who's devoted. Someone has to do with wearing their heart on their sleeve, someone who's very kind and loving, okay? What's interesting is that the Queen of Cups came out. So this is someone who's in love. And they could be worried, okay? Worried about maybe if someone's going to be waiting for them, okay? This Two of Cups, it's their partner. Oop! I just dropped all my cards. Okay. I just dropped all my cards, but this is their person. They're worried about their person waiting for them. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing, because someone's in love, but they feel like they're in control. They have to be in control, and they're worried about it, but the time that's going to go by, but they have to release that and trust and be at peace, because there is a very, very beautiful connection here. Okay, the Three of Wands is like looking toward the future. So there'll be plans for the future here. Okay, with this partnership, this is going to bring you security and stability. Okay, someone who's very strong, and changes, like someone in authority here, wealthy. It could be in love and in money. Okay, and career. Someone knows it's going to take a little while to head toward their goal here, okay? Because this is a very slow moving night. However, this night achieves the goal. It takes a while, but when they achieve it, they come back very with this amazing coin of abundance, okay? I just think they have a lot of worries on their mind right now, or somebody's worrying about the other. And that's very sweet, okay? But Spirit's saying to be at peace because Spirit's here to assist, all right? They're helping you through this. Yes, the Hermit's a soul journey, though, isn't it? So, what this is saying is that this is something that you do on your own. This is a soul journey. This is someone reaching their spiritual awakening because we have rebirth here. Somebody's doing something that's going to be admirable. Okay, someone's doing something that's they're reaching their spiritual awakening. They're having a life purpose. They're finding things that they want to do for them. Okay, it's quite beautiful. Yes. And I think their Empress is going to wait for them. Okay, this is abundance. This Empress is abundance. This is someone who's going to achieve greatness, grounding, confidence, okay? So it's just going to take a little time here. And this has to do with something work. Oh my God, these are beautiful. Yes. There's the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. This is going to bring success and happiness. Somebody's going to be focusing on some career or goal or work that they're doing, okay? And it's going to bring happiness, bliss, happiness, okay? Someone's going to feel very content, okay, with their decision. Very beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to read your card, which is Rebirth. So it says, this card could be very positive in a reading. The rebirth card symbolizes the end of one period and the beginning of another. This card could also represent the release of a bad habit. And that's what the devil was. It was a releasing of a bad habit. Perfect, Spirit. Thank you. Unhealthy attachment, struggle, or the end of a vicious cycle. The moth is born at the end of a period of painful growth. And it's now able to fly. Energy never dissipates, it only changes from one form to another. But if you resist leaving behind the old path, you may experience some distress. Try to see the positive energy coming at you and the opportunity you are being given. Leaving something behind and looking back could bring nostalgia and longing for the old days. But the future holds a different role for you. It's time to face it and start your bright new beginning. That is amazing message. So that's what I think. The only challenge is that there's so many new beginnings and a very loving person. This Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy, or this person who's just very loving and independent here. Maybe someone's worried about leaving them behind while they work on these new beginnings, this opportunity for rebirth here, for this amazing change. Okay, it's just amazing reading. So I'm going to read the magic touch. You are assessing true magic from deep within. It's a really special card. Okay, 39. When you awaken to the spiritual laws of the universe, you begin to understand the invisible field of potential that is right at your fingertips. The key is to align with this energy through your intention and faith. Think of your intention and faith as the current of a river. It cannot carry you if you are trying to swim upstream. Once you stop trying to swim against the current and instead flow with it, magic happens. The appearance of this card indicates that you are learning to flow and align with the universe. You have access to magic all day, every day. Magic is a part of your divine nature. It is inside of you. This card shows up for you today because right now you have the Midas touch. You are accessing true magic from deep within, a well of infinite intelligence that can create magical events in your life. If you are currently in a situation that looks hopeless, Expect sudden and rapid changes for the greater good of everyone involved. Expect the best and you will receive it. Start new projects, change employment, or enter into a new partnership. Now is the perfect time. Wow, pile 2, that is beautiful. All right, that's your reading. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. I'm trying to grow to help more people. So if you like and subscribe, it will put me out in the algorithm um, to help others. Okay, so and that's my mission. So thanks so much, everyone. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you again. Until next time.